I've heard of Sundance, and obviously you've heard of the festival. Right? You don't necessarily think of the place, you think of the festival. Being here, you get an immediate sense of why the place is so special. While there's luminaries and artists that were a part of building this, the place itself stands alone.
Showing up a little confused, getting outside of that safety net, getting outside of that comfort zone. I hope this isn't the beginning of a cult.
I am apprehensive and excited and curious.
I was walking from my car and I was like, what am I even doing?
I have butterflies in my belly and I'm listening to some confidence mix on Spotify to get my head out of my head.
I am nervous, but also grateful that I'm not alone.
I am an artist, singer, creator. I sing in Sanskrit, English, maybe a few other languages as well.
Just grab a seat, yeah?
It's a pleasure seeing you.
Graticube, come on. Andy.
Wade.
Nice to meet you. Inclination. I'm coming right there.
Incredible.
How'd they go?
Let's see, there's some connectors here, right? So one of these, right? Let's see. Hit it. That seems reasonable. Nope.
Nope.
Touch that.
Wow. Sage, mastermind.
That's why we're on the same side.
Welcome to the A Game, an adventure of curiosity, listening, and moments of love and truth. Take the larger of the two dice. Take notice of the words that land face up for each player. Keep rolling until gratitude or love shows up. The two dice read together sets a time and human space for what comes next.
Trust. Sometime. Okay. Describe a time when you turned consciousness into wealth.
Courage and past. Alrighty. Let's see what the story is. Do you know why you were born? Holy manoli.
Anger. What is up with this anger?
Always.
I don't like it.
I want this.
The rules are there to be broken. So.
Ooh, on the bottom.
I can't.
And on the bottom of the pyramid.
What is a fixed belief about you that we should know?
When is the hardest you've ever worked?
I'm not gonna say like it was wealth of money, but like just a wealth of relationships and a wealth of like getting to know other people. So I took a study abroad in the Middle East and I loved it, and I got to go to Israel, Palestine, and we got to go visit some Palestinians in the West Bank.
Yeah, I would say I do feel like I know why I was born. I believe I'm here to learn and to love.
I think the part that turned to wealth for me the most was at the end. He goes, we know that you guys can't really do anything about it on your own. But he said, our children are here watching you. And as you listen, it gives them hope that people are actually listening to their struggles.
I've been very angry for like a couple months, and I'm trying so hard to not let that become a fixed belief.
Okay.
But right now, I have, it's a temporary fixed belief that not everyone has good intentions. Not everyone has, your heart on their mind.
Yeah.
And so that's something that, like, my fixed belief up until this point has been goodness, has been like, be a purveyor of good, be a spreader of good. And it's just, it's hard to hold on to.
I'm somebody who's very vocal about how I feel about people. Always positive. I never just say, wow, you suck.
If only you could be on time.
You could just check your clock. I have worked really hard in my life to make sure that nobody is in question of how I feel about them.
My question is, how did you come to have that belief? Did something happen that created that?
I lost my dad 8 years ago to suicide, and there were a lot of things left unsaid, and he and I were inseparable for a long time. We were Batman and Robin. I'd go to work with him. He would spend time with my friends. We'd enjoy everything together.
I'm gonna give you this because you didn't have to answer that question, and you didn't have to answer it honestly, but you did, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Oh.
How well do you trust your gut? Oh, I like this.
It's handwritten.
It's,
I like that one.
It's good to say, look, I can't always be right, but my gut tells me this, and then you confirm with your gut. That's a quote by Robert Redford. And the question is, how well do you trust your gut?
I think like you can't afford not to trust your gut, and I think when you do, everything works out. So.
Okay. Oh, that's a great one. Anger.
Nothing like a little absolute to bring it in.
Trust, always angry.
I got out of the car. I said, sorry, it's over.
Oh, you did not break up with her in a parking lot.
I had to. This.
Where else would he?
And she.
At least.
It was.
That's what emojis are we on right now.
No, I'm consistently that red heart.
Really?
The darker tone
Yep,
one?
yep.
Yeah,
It's like not
always.
as shiny.
Yes.
Yeah, good for you.
It's like a solid, like, I really love.
Yeah.
Welcome to the final round of the A game.
I gave you Inspirator because of the power of your storytelling, especially that card where it was like, where you talked about divinity and how each one of us is divine, and you know that's enough.
I think it's just really hard to accept. I think your earlier comment about how it's easier to have these big dreams and aspirations and believe in other people, but it's harder to have that for yourself.
I gave you Curiositer because I feel like you were just so interested in what like everyone had to say, and you could just tell that you like cared and you were like genuine about it. I never like associated that trait with like curiosity, but I feel like that's like such a good trait to have. It's just like, it makes the other person feel seen.
I honestly feel like this conversation that we've had and this game that we've played, like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow feeling a little more capable about myself and my goals, and a little more eager to spread that love and empathy and interest to anyone that crosses my path.
Possibility. That anything is possible when the imagination is allowed to be free. When you're allowed to be very human, you know?
I feel like I could sit here and play for another like 3 hours.
I think everybody needs more honest human connection in their life. Yeah. Like this is the kind of thing where I'm like, why am I not doing this every day?
I feel elevated, reflective, and open-hearted.
Well played, everyone.
The A Game, inspired by the Book of Abundance from Dr. Deepak Chopra, Graticube, and the Never Alone Initiative at www.neveralone.love.